Hi all, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Let's start rebooting work using UiPath. In today's session, we are going to discuss about document understanding with the various kind of examples. So as I promised before, I was going to create a folder where I will be placing each and every documents. So it may be PDF, it may be image. We are going to extract the data and we are going to write it in Excel. So let me quickly jump back to the UiPath Studio. This is the framework which I have pre-built on the last sessions. So which is taxonomy and the low taxonomy, digitalization, classifications, and the data extraction scope, present validation, and extraction, export extraction result. So these are the states which are discussed in our couple of videos. So what I'm going to do, so I'm just going to make a slight bit changes in this particular framework so that we can access the entire document in a respective folder. So let's just jump back to the project. Just click on this particular folder icon. So in the documents, I have placed 3 documents. So what we are going to do, so we are going to traverse to each and every documents and we are going to capture the data. So at first we are going to capture the data in PDF and then image and this two kind of an image. So initially we will be changing the path, right? So we'll be keep on changing the path. But what we are going to do, so we are going to read the entire document in the particular path now. So do you know how to do that? So yeah, we can do it using the get directory function. So before that, what you can do here, just go to the path, which is variable, just go here, change it as array of string. So you can select the array of string. If not there available for you, just click on this array of and then make it as string. Click on OK. Perfect, right? That's it. So what you can do now, the next step, the very next step. So once you change it to array of string, you'll be getting this error. Don't worry about those things. Just go to the activity panel, just drag and assign. Just enter path here. Just call your variable here. Just go to the value panel. Use directory dot get files. This particular function will help you to access the each and every files in the particular folder. Okay, this is the function, and just make an open bracket, close bracket, double quotes, comma, double quotes. So let me highlight one by one what is this double quotes, what need to provided over here. You can see path as string and then search pattern as a string. So we have to pass those values now. So in the first double quotes, you have to pass the path. Here you can see, right, path as a string. So you have to pass the path where you have the documents. Just copy this path, just provide over here. In the another double quotes, you have to provide a you have to provide the name of the document as well as the format over here. Okay. So but here you can see the document names varies, right? So one is invoice, one is receipt. So here the document names keep on varies and the format as well. So what you can do now, so you can make a simple star mark. Okay. So you can make a simple asterisk so that it may be dynamic now. So irrespective to the name and irrespective to the format, it will take it. So now what it will do, so it will take each and every files in this particular folder. So it may be an image or it may be a PDF. That's why we are given as a star over there. So what you can do now, so it has 3 values, right? It is an array of strings. So now this particular path has the 3 values. How do you do that? So we have to traversal to each and every path, right? First one, second one, third one. So we can use a for each and to pass this actually. So we can use a for each and you can pass this. So how do you do that? So just go here, search for a for each, drag and drop a for each. Just provide the variable over here, which is path. What you can do, you can just cut all this and place it inside the body. So let me select everything. Let me select all this. Okay, perfect. Make a Control X and Control V. So now you have pasted each and everything, right? Digitalization, all these things. So you'll be getting an error. Don't worry about those things. Okay. So what you can do, so you can make it as instead of path, you can change it as item.toString. Item.toString. Sorry. And make it as item.toString. Perfect. Just copy this one and then paste all the place where you have kept it as path. Control V. Just Go here, make a control V, perfect. And then go here, control V. I hope this export extraction result does not require it. So yeah, let it be, it's already fine. So yeah, till now, I hope you will be very clear, right? So what I have done, so every time we used to change the path value, right? So we have the variable initially as a string. So we used to change the values. So what I have done, so we have made as a dynamically, we are using an assign activity which helps to read the particular folder data. So using the directory dot get files, which allows you to read the entire files in the particular folder. So it may be the PDF or it may be the image format. So what bot will do? So the bot will take this one as the first file and then it will start processing the rest of the steps. So that is the things what we are going to achieve now. So now here, so we have made all these things, right? So why we are getting errors still? Yeah, okay. So in path, so we didn't clear this old value. Just try to clear this one, okay? Just go here, just clear this one. Yeah, just save now. So perfect, right? So one more modification we are going to add here. So what we are going to do, so we are going to create a single Excel which is named as claim, and then we are going to place a invoice as well as bill in a single spreadsheet in a different two sheet names. Okay, let's start doing that. So how do how do we differentiate that one? So we can drag a if condition here. So drag here, just copy this condition. What is the result of this particular condition? So this will give an output which help you to define it's an invoice or not. So I hope you'll be remembering this thing now, right? So otherwise, what you can do, so we can like make a debug point here. When it is running, you can check it over here. Just make a condition. So which is copy this one. So what will the output of this one? So this is the output will be like the particular group name dot that category dot that like category types. So which is invoice or receipt. So this will be the output for this one. So how to define our types? So contains. So if it is an invoice or if it is a receipt, right? So what you can do that. So you can just comment off as of now. What I will suggest. Let us check now. Make a debug point. Save this one. Just make a debug. So that like you can get a clear idea. So no need to go with an assumption. So you can check here now. What got started running? So let's wait for some times. Now you can see here, right? So it is a ABC company, which is group name, and then like account, and then invoice. So this is a invoice. The first item was picked by the bot is invoice. So what you can do? So this will be the output. Okay. So just stop this execution now. What I will suggest, just go to the output panel here. Just go here. Just copy this invoice. Okay, perfect. So what you can do here, just enable your if condition now. Just go here in dot contents into double quotes, just provide this one. So what this condition states, so if it is invoice, then go to the then section, else we can have to go to the else part. So now we can start categorizing into a like a receipt and invoice now. So for better understanding what we can do, so we can just copy this receipt name. Okay, can just name it as receipt. Perfect. And then this one, so we can make it as invoice. Just make a control C. Yeah, so we have made only namings, right? So if it is an invoice, it will come to the invoice part. If it is a receipt, it will go to the receipt part. So what you can do, just drag here and drop here. Okay. So this is for invoice. So if we are getting a receipt, then what you have to do, just copy this and paste over here. Same. Nothing much. Okay. And the next thing, so what you have to do, you have to make a drag and drop into this, and same thing. Just copy and paste for the receipt as well. I was not doing much actually. I'll just making copy and paste. That's it. Copy, paste over here, copy and paste over here, and this remove this. I hope this is not a big change. So what I have done, so I have made a if condition, so which used to classify the invoice and the receipt. So in invoice, so I just made a separate data extraction for invoice, and then separate present validation state and separate export data results. So likewise for receipt, I have made a separate data extraction, and then so separate present validation as well as the separate export results. So I have made this like this. So in when you are using approach like this, so you can use n number of documents in a single shot. So you can just make a if condition which help you to categorize. So whether it is an invoice, whether it is a receipt, if there is a resume. So likewise, in a single shot you can pass the entire path, and then you can get the result in a single shot itself. No need to run like no need to provide a like invoice in a particular folder, run for first time, and then bill on the particular folder, and then run for next time. So no need to do that. So if condition will categorize into invoice and receipt in a single shot, will get an output. So what you can do now, so let me rename this one as a claim. Okay. So what you can do, just copy this one, just paste this one. Okay. And make it as receipt. So just copy this name receipt. Perfect. So here we are not going to use this particular data. Why we are not going to use this data? So see, like in for each, every time we will be having an execution, correct? So this is let's assume, so we are executing till now document understanding. So digitalization document. So let us assume it is taking invoice 2. Okay. So it will be making digitalize, classify, and the data extraction scope, and then export result. So once again, what it will do, it will go and pick the second document. So where it has to store the data. So we didn't define anywhere, right? So we are going to write in Excel, but outside the for each only. So not inside the for each. So where it will store the data. So we have to create a way to store the data as well now. So you can use a build data table which help you to create a schema, and then you can store the values over there. So what you can do, just create a build data table, drag here and drop here, drag and drop one more. So what you can do here, just name it as this particular data table as a receipt. Okay, just go there and then provide as a receipt. The next one, just go here and provide as a invoice. Okay, perfect. I guess till now this step will be very clear, right? So we have created a data table. We have dragged and dropped the data table, and we have made a naming convention for that. So for receipt, what are the field need to be captured? Let's go to the taxonomy. So these are the fields which need to be captured, right? So under ABC company, and then so in the account team, so inside this for invoice, these are the 4 fields need to be captured, correct? So just copy this field names, okay? Invoice, invoice date, and then PO, and then total. Yeah, and then for under receipt, so we have to capture the bill number and then amount. Perfect, right? So we have noted already there. So just try to close this one. So just jump back to the UiPath Studio once again. So what you have to do, so you have to customize, you have to create the schema now. So just click on this build data table. Just clear out the old one. This is a default template which has build data table. So just add the column name, bill num, and the next column name will be the bill amount. Just click on this plus mark, add a column name. That's it. Perfect. So we have created a schema. We didn't enter any data. So we have just created a schema or a structure. So where we are going to push the data. Just click on OK. Just just jump back to the invoice now. Data table. Just clear out the old ones, which is a default data. Just go here, invoice, add the column names, invoice, and the next one is invoice date, and the next one which is PO, and then so finally it is total, right? Perfect. So till now we have all the things, correct? So here we have added the bill num and bill amount, and here we have added the invoice date, PO, and the total which is required for invoice. So likewise we have created 2 schema. So what you have, one more thing we have to do. So just go here in this build data table. You have to create an output data table. So just make a control K, okay, DT receipt, okay, just make it as receipt. That's it, perfect. Just click on OK. Just copy the name of invoice. Go here, make a control K, DT underscore invoice, enter. So we have created a two output. So we have created a schema. Also we have created output variable. So with the help of this output variable, we are going to push the data and we are going to store the data using the merge data table activity. So just scroll down. This is the last step of our execution, correct? So in this step only we can get our output. So here we have to store the data. Otherwise, what actually it will do? It will go to the next particular item and the data will be refreshed. It will move to the second data, right? So to store that, so what you can do here, just drag a merge data table. Merge data table, just paste over here. So we have to provide the source and destination here. Just try to provide your old data, which is dataset dot table of 0. So which I already given an Excel previously. Just provide over here, and then destination will be dt dot invoice, right? So which is for invoice. Perfect, right? So just copy the same thing and paste over here, and then just change the data table. So which is for dt receipt. Perfect. So till now we have provided everything. So just go to the data table. So which is right, just go to the right range. So in right range, you can just provide it as, so dt invoice and then dt receipt. So we will be getting a two sheet name. So which is invoice and then which is receipt. Perfect. Yeah, so just let me recap quickly. So what we have done, so we have made a path, so which it gets the entire document data, which is in the particular path, respective path. So and then we have made a for each and we have iterated the path one by one. So to start reading one by one documents and start proceeding with the invoice or receipt. It will try to find, classify, based upon that it will extract the data and store in the merge data table. So for this merge data table, we have already created a schema using the build data table activity. So what you can do, so you can add a one more write line here to find out which particular item has been processed now, document. So dot to string. Perfect. So what you can do now, yeah, so sounds good. So we have done everything. So let me try to run this one. Let wait for seconds or what will got start run. So here you can see we have started the invoice, first invoice. So it has found that it is an invoice. So it came here. Okay. So I have added a debug point intentionally to find out where it is jumping. So it jumped to the invoice only. Perfect, right? So we can add a one more debug point in receipt as well. So let me click on continue. And the next second time it should go to the receipt since we have the second item as a receipt only. So here you can see what are the document has been took and what are the steps has been carried out. So here in invoice, so we bot has been extracted data. We have to ensure the extracted data by the bot is 100% sure or not. So let me verify with the PDF, with the help of PDF. So if it is correct, I was just going to make the tick mark here and then just go to submit. That's it. I'm sure. So the bill was and PO name and then so total, everything looks perfect here. So just click on submit. So move to the second item now. So which is receipt. It should hit on the data action scope of receipt. Let's wait for some time so that it will pop up in the present validation state. So on the bot extracted, so it will make us to ensure the data has been captured whether it is 100% sure or not. So we can comment off the present validation state once we are done with the models trained a perfect way. So you can do that in your production scenarios. You can just make a comment of so that it will not create an impact or issue. So here we have come to the receipt part. So which is working fine. Just click on the continue. So let's wait for some time so that our present validation start will hit now. So we have to check whether the fields has been captured perfectly. So here bot has said 97%. I am sure that the bill number is this one. So we can check here and we can ensure. So if it is wrong, then just make this checkbox and you can change the value as well here. Okay. So I'm sure that bot has been captured. The value is correct. Let's wait for some time so that it get loaded and we can ensure that. Yeah, so it is 020954. Yeah, it's perfect, and the bill amount looks perfect here. Yeah, so just click on submit. So perfect. The second one also it is done. Then it is picking the third one. So for a practicing purpose to showcase you perfectly, I just made a comment out activity. So I just use the debug point. So when you are doing it, so you can take off this debug point so that it will run in a full-fledged way. Also, you can comment off your present validation state as well. So let me click on continue. So let's wait for some time so that our present validation state will loaded. So Bada says 100% I'm sure this is the bill number and 100% sure this is the bill amount. Let me make a checkbox, click, and then submit. Yeah, so we have done each and everything. So we'll be getting an Excel now. Let's wait for a few minutes. Our execution is done. Just go to the project, just make a refresh so that we will get an Excel which is claim. Just click on this folder. Now try to open this claim sheet now. Just go here. Yeah. So invoice we have only one. So we have extracted all the data, and the receipt we have two receipts. We have extracted the bill num and the amount. So by using this way, we can upload in respect to the like invoice or receipt. We can like push in a single folder. We can punch into a single folder, and then we can get the result in a single shot. I hope you are pretty much good with this concept now. So I hope you like it as well. Thanks for watching. Happy learning. Have a good day.